Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New York Jets. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina's offense takes center stage, and Cam Newton will be the man under center. Tough season in 2018 for Cam. Had to deal with a lot of nagging injuries. Most notably, Charles, that shoulder problem that ultimately shut him down for the final 2 games.
He still carried the ball over 100 times last season. But guess what? Can he continue to do that is the question that everyone's asking, not just in Carolina, but around the league. He may look indestructible, but those hits add up. Can he change his game a little bit, take some of the hits off of him? Because in the first part of the season, when they were 6-2, he sure looked the part, didn't he? Throwing the football and running it a little bit. We'll see how it goes moving forward in 2019.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Alert! Set! Black 80!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic player.
And those 107 catches, an NFL record for a running back. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And quickly, the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
I was a fan of Morris Claiborne's coming out of LSU. I thought he was exactly what you were looking for in the NFL in a cornerback. Long, ability to run, willing to play against the run and tackle as well. His biggest issue, staying healthy in the NFL. When so, he ends up having big years. Now he gets that great opportunity to play on in New York.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. At the New York Jets offense, and Darnold started all but 3 games this year, and everyone remembers the debut. He threw the pick 6, first throw as an NFL quarterback, but he led the Jets back to a big win. Everybody was excited, and that was, what, kind of a, what'd you say, a microcosm for the season?
Yeah, how about that, being a rookie quarterback, the number 3 pick in the draft, and you open up on a Monday night, so the whole world is watching at Detroit, and as you noted, throws the pick 6, but rallies his team to a 48-17 win. Kind of the year in microcosm, wasn't it? Some ups, some downs, took some bumps along the way, as you might expect for a rookie, but ultimately 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, and he's made the Jets' job attractive because he's the quarterback.
On first down, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do at open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The tension shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field, and you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running, because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me. And it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy, because he was throwing the football better than he ever had in his career. But I do think the injury changed everything for Carolina, because when he couldn't make the throws necessary, it really hurt them moving the ball downfield and put a lot of pressure on their defense. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the football going back over to the New York Jets. Want to assess this past season, 4-12. And don't get mad at me, Jets fans, but that's now double-digit losses and a last-place finish in 4 of the last 5 seasons. So why are you laughing?
I'm laughing how you tried to keep the Jets fans from coming after you when
trying
you
to be nice.
recited what was going on there.
They're a passionate fan base, new coach coming in. What do they need to change, Charles?
Well, the last 2 head coaches have been defensive-minded guys, Rex Ryan to Todd Bowles. Both of them had their pockets of success. Bowles almost went to the playoffs. I believe his first year as a coach. Rex Ryan went to 2 AFC championship games, but they haven't been to the playoffs since the 2010 season. I would expect an offensive-minded coach to take over with Sam Darnold as their young quarterback.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw, Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Off of play action, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set. 180.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We got it. Like 80. Get hot.
Newton to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Run past midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Set. 180. Set.
McCaffrey on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Three down. Set. 180.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready? 180.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Set! Green 30.
Darnold on first down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Faking the give, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
I think they'll have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey, and shedding through the tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Darren Lee there to get him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line it.
They go play action here on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's Anunwa. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Anunwa, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down. 14-7 is the score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Set.
From the gun, Newton. Got him, and it's right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
We got 3. We got 3. Set. 180. Look at it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Crowell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, first and 10. Darnold from the gun, and that'll be incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, 58 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Corral. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, and he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's caught inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now let's go. 319.
On first down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Set. 319.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Here's Darnold. He's got Curse. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might
Still
have been a
first
little
down.
discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Darnold, and that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Newton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's McCaffrey, and he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now let's go!
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go! 3, 9.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
180.
On first down, it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
3 down. That's it. 180.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
Now it's Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
To throw is Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this is caught by Kearse. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Set. Blue 90.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey. Say 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Right through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Pushing through the contact. Dumps off to Powell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that as they take over. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got his man, it's Kurz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Here's a give to Crowell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He gets it to Thomas. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Broken as they take the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Cat 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first down carry now for Corral. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. To To throw on second down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Wes Horton able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And the Jets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's caught by Herndon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down, it's Darnold. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Crowell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon from 6 yards away. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready, 180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
On 1st down, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Darnold from the red zone now. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown run coming from Bilal Powell. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to push his way through. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Operating from the gun, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and
first
now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
All right, here we go.
Darnold on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Crowell. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Green 39.
Again, it's Crowell.
Green 39.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Crowell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
From the gun, Newton, and caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And Olsen over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Throwing again is Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Newton. going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, we got three. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.